Welcome to the first devlog about chapter 3 of A Broken Dream. Honestly, this might be the most important devlog about chapter 3, since I will also be talking about just general chapter 3 information here. However, unlike the other devlogs, the devlogs for chapter 3 will work a little bit differently. You won't see as many screenshots here because I want to avoid as many leaks and spoilers about this chapter as possible. Because of that, I probably will talk less about the actual level and more about my inspirations behind it. Hi, Future Snoogle here. I originally made this video script back in July, and I had this whole paragraph in the script planned, but everything in this specific paragraph has just been outdated. So yeah, just a little fun fact. So yeah, we're just gonna skip that outdated paragraph. First of all, some general information about Chapter 3. Chapter 3 is the last chapter in the story of the game. If there's any extra levels outside Chapter 3, it'll just be bonus content. The reason why this game will have 3 chapters is because 1. I don't have any more ideas for any other levels that would fit with the story and not just be fillers. And 2. I'm not trying to work on Roblox games until I turn an adult. Sorry for all the adult Roblox developers out there. Now here's where it gets a bit weird and strict. Chapter 3 will have 5 dreams instead of 4, like Chapter 1 and 2. And before people get excited that they have an extra level to play, the last 2 levels may as well just be the same level because both of them are short. In fact, the 4th level is 99% a cutscene. Not only that, but I'm even considering making the last level single player only. A Broken Dream played single player is already better for immersion and liminality, but because the last level is tied to endings, there is a possibility that I might make a single player only. But we'll see, I guess. The chapter will have 3 endings, and I already have all of them planned out. I tried to make it where each ending has its own meaning and could stand up by itself without being overshadowed by any other endings. I will say one thing though, I revised one of the endings recently. Back when I was making chapter 1, the original 3rd ending for the game would have actually been a... Never mind, I'm not gonna spoil what the endings are. I might talk about it after the chapter releases. Chapter 3 is also gonna be more nightmare-filled and scarier than the other chapters. I know many players like the calm, liminal, and peaceful atmosphere of some of the levels, but as the player grows more insane throughout the story, more nightmares are sure to come. Don't worry though, as there will still be some calm moments in the chapter. There definitely will. Now, I'll actually talk about the level this devlog is about, and I won't talk that much. To begin, this level/dream was actually one of the first dreams I came up with when I initially started on this game. Some dreams in this game only came into mind further in development, like Surreal Woodlands for example. This dream though, was already in my head when I was working on Cloud's Theater. That's because the premise of this dream is simple, it's just based off weird core. That also means it will be scary. In fact, my original inspiration for making this game in the first place was, what if I made a game where the levels slowly turn from dream core to weird core? So that's why chapter 3 will include this level. It's weird core. Kind of. Weird core is a pretty vast aesthetic, so I won't be trying to capture everything. You guys also saw this level in the sneak peek at the end of chapter 2, being a long checkerboard bridge. That bridge is based off this weird core picture, and no, I will not be copying those mushrooms into the game. Well, at least not a second time. Funny thing though, one of the playtesters questioned me about this checkerboard bridge sneak peek. You see, the only reason why I included this is because it's a reference to that one weird core picture. But the playtester thought it was a reference to chess. That's not a bad idea though. So now, I will be adding some chess decorations into the level. It'll fit, I promise. This isn't the first time a playtester's suggestion changed something about the game, as a playtester in chapter 1 suggested for unknown memory to be client-sided, and I implemented that a day before the game released. Anyways, weird core isn't the only inspiration for this level. Some other inspirations are simply from other liminal space pictures, but also some parts of this level I was even inspired by my own dreams. I was also inspired by level 389 of the backrooms for this level. But yeah, and while thinking of ideas for this chapter, I actually moved some zone ideas and gimmicks from this level to another level in chapter 3. Originally, this level would have had like 5 zones, and that's just too much for a first level. My plans for the levels in chapter 3 before chapter 2 release and after have changed a lot. And maybe this devlog will even have outdated info as I revise what the levels are going to be. At the moment of recording this video, the level order isn't even finalized. That's all I'm going to say about this level. Yeah, you guys probably still don't know what this level is even about, and I don't want you guys to know. I still don't even know how I'm going to make the devlogs for some of the other levels in this chapter without like encrypting my words so I don't spoil anything. It can't be ignored though. You guys are probably wondering the same question. when is Chapter 3 releasing? Well, let me just tell you right now, at the time of making this devlog, I've not fully completed a singular level in Chapter 3. So, yeah, it's not releasing in 2026. But will it release in 2027? Good question. Right before I end this video, this isn't a Broken Dream related at all. In fact, it's related to crossovers, but if you're still somehow a Crossovers fan after all this time, make sure to check out Crossovers Reimagined. It's basically just a mod of crossovers, and it has a bunch of new content, some new characters. They reworked some of the older characters. It basically is basically just crossovers, but with more stuff in it. The thing is, right now that fan game is only 16 plus, and that's because of Roblox's new policies. So if you guys want it to be all ages, if you're 16 plus, join the game, play a little bit of it. So if enough people do that, it will become all ages. Yeah, that's basically it.